What is going on, everyone? Legend coming at you today from Brussels, Belgium. In this video here, we're going to show you all around the city, what we do, what we eat, what kind of attractions we go and see. Molly's over there taking pictures. And we're starting here in the Grand Place, which is kind of like the most famous part of Brussels. It's beautiful. It's like this big square area, lots of shops and restaurants all around. I imagine probably pretty expensive shops and restaurants, but like the detail and look at the buildings is really pretty cool. Definitely a good place to start our tour. Let's see where it takes us next. So across the street from our hotel is this little playground kind of thing with this crazy mural. But my favorite part, Happy Bear trash can. So we're running by our hotel trying to find somewhere to eat, and I think we might have a winner here at Bao Go. It looks like burgers made out of bao. Just relaxing. We had a theme park day today, and then about 2.5 hours of driving as well, so it's nice to relax after a long day, have some beers. I'm drinking a little chof with an adorable mug. And Molly came to Europe and is drinking beer from Kansas City.
I'm proud of that.
Hey, Boulevard makes some really, really great beer, so nothing wrong with having a Tank 7. So here's what our food looks like. They're really nice. They cut it in half for us. We're sharing a beef brisket bao bun with some spicy fries. Looks good. So this bar got my attention with 2 signs, €1 beer, and air-conditioned penguin. So I'm not sure which bar we're at now, but the beers are $2. It's kind of weird. There's like a DJ playing and then like soccer all with a million TVs. The beer is only $2. Look at all these cake things. Definitely gonna have to get one of these.
Okay. Do you take a card? Yes. Sorry.
Alright, let's give that guy a taste. Yeah, I think it was, if I read the sign right, chocolate with cream.
It's very good.
So over by the Grand Place, there's a street with like nothing but chocolate stores. Chocolate store. Chocolate store. Chocolate store. Chocolate store. Chocolate store. Pretty tasty. There's a look out the window of like a typical Brussels souvenir shop. Atomium souvenirs, and then all the little kid peeing stuff you could want. From statues to bottle openers to corkscrews, where his dong is then like a swirly pigtail. Somewhere he's a screwdriver. So pretty much any kind of naked little boy peeing merchandise you want, you could find here. Looks like you could take a horse-drawn carriage through the city. So here is Manneken Pis, one of the icons of the city. It's a little dude peeing. He's like spray painted yellow today. Not sure if somebody just did that randomly or it's a thing. But there you go. It's not very big. It's maybe 1.5 feet tall. And it's like most tourist traps, there are people everywhere. So in addition to the little kid peeing, there's also a little girl peeing. The city's got a thing for pee. And from the city that brought you a little boy peeing and little girl peeing, there's also dog peeing. So out of all the cheesy tourist stuff I've seen, my favorite one I think so far is this minion as Manneken Pis. The Belgians love chocolate so much they have their own chocolate museum. So one of the foods we've heard you have to try here in Belgium is frites, which are French fries, and they're like a huge deal. And so we stopped here at Friterie Tabora, and they got 46 different kinds of sauces. We went with samurai and a medium. How is it, Molly?
It's good. It's really, really good.
What kind of sauce is samurai?
I'm not sure, but it has like a little kick to it. It's a little spicy.
Also, I like the Happy Fry Guy sign. This is the city's fancy shopping street area. Really cool, enclosed in glass and just beautiful. Now, I'm sure we could afford nothing here, but it's really pretty. Guys, I think this is my favorite chocolate store in all of Brussels that we found so far. Because outside they've got like a 3-foot tall Papa Smurf made out of chocolate. And you can buy like chocolates in the little Smurf house. And they also have the owner, or the founder, portrait in chocolate. So we wandered into another chocolate shop, and look, there's scissors and paintbrushes and tools and keys and hammers, and they're all made out of chocolate. So we did actually buy something in that cool store with the chocolate tools, a chocolate-covered cherry with alcohol. So there's this awesome giant Smurf statue out in front of the Move Museum, the Museum of Original Figurines. I'm not sure if we're gonna go in there, but there's also like a giant Smurf store over here. I believe like a Smurf animatronic character. Some cool stuff outside of the Move Museum here. I guess giving you an idea of what you can experience inside. Those guys. I believe that there is a statue of Don Quixote and Sancho Panza. It's about beer 30 here. Went to Brewdog, which is a craft brewery kind of place, right near the middle of town. It's cool, they have a big indoor area, a big outdoor patio, and then we're up here because they've got a shuffleboard. Quick look over here at the Brewdog patio area. It's really nice. So we're now outside the city a little bit at the Atomium. Like, this attraction is not really close to any of the others here in Brussels, and it's an attraction left over from a World's Fair, so not unlike things like the Wig Sphere in Knoxville or the Men in Black spaceships in Queens. Kind of like that, except the Brussels version of it is this giant crazy structure, and you could go into it, so we're going to do that next. So we're now inside the Atomium. The first level is all about the history of the Atomium itself. So unfortunately you can't go up these stairs. Look how crazy that is, going from one atom to the other. We are now on a large escalator to take us to the next level of Atomium. The escalator also has like space mounting lights. Atomium. This level of Atomium is just trippy lights. Oh, and then it gets trippier. The fourth level of the Atomium, also pretty tricky. So this level of the Atomium has little tiny atoms in it, and there's like mattresses over there. So I'm wondering if like, can you rent this out for some sort of sleepover? Here's the view from like the middle of the Atomium. The down escalator also has a very Space Mountain-y vibe.
Fastest in Europe in 58, 92 meters in 22 seconds and 5 meters a second. C'était le plus rapide en 58 avec 92 meter en 22 secondes en 5 meter seconde. Het was de snelste in Europa in 58 met 92 meter in 22 seconden en 5 meter per seconde. We gaan to the panorama, nous arrivons au panorama. We komen aan in de panorama.
We're now at the top of the Atomium. Cool view. You can tell like this area feels very much like a 50s World Fair vibe. Here's kind of the e-ticket view of Brussels from the Atomium here. So on the top level they have a restaurant here at the Atomium. They also have a bar, so we're coming in for drinks. And the menu is an iPad. So we decided to stop and have a little bit of beer 30 up here, and not bad. The beer's going to cost you about 6 or 7 euros, which is for like the view you get while you're drinking. Pretty fantastic. They do have some interesting souvenirs for the Atomium. You could get a fake euro with the Atomium on it, or some Atomium souvenir coins. This is a really neat piece of merchandise. The Smurfs and the Atomium celebrate their 60th anniversary together with this awesome figurine of a Smurf holding the Atomium. Once we're all done at the Atomium, that is our next exhibit. We are going to go show you around Mini Europe. Here's the entrance to Mini Europe. In case you were curious, you could buy a combo ticket for Mini Europe and the Atomium for about 27 euros. Mm-hmm. Also, it looks like they have an adorable turtle as a mascot. Quick overview here of Mini Europe. Essentially, if you've been to like a Legoland park, it's pretty much more or less like that, except everything's not made out of Legos. And it's right next to the Atomium. And they have a turtle for a mascot.
How are you? Yes, no, I come pick too.
Kind of interesting, Mini Europe here starts in Copenhagen, Denmark, which is exactly where we started our European vacation here. With New Haven and the Stock Exchange building with the weird tentacle top thing. So Mini Europe has some interactive buttons, so you hit this, and then this lady falls into the water, and then one over here comes out of the water. Don't know what's going on there, but it's fun. We're now here in Mini Latvia, where it's clear the tethered have attacked and won. We're now in Belgium during, I guess, a Halloween festival, and there's like this cool mini parade. So if you watched our last video from Belgium, you know it came from Wallaby, and apparently this is the old Ferris wheel from the park that was there.
Probably played that song.
Yeah, probably played that song from 1979 to 2000. Man, I'm surprised like the Wallaby people didn't come in and say like, hey, how about putting in like a model of our tiki ride, we'll pay for it, instead of what used to be there 19 years ago. Or Pulsar. Pulsar was great. Fun song. So if you remember the intro to the video, it took place at the Grand Place, and here is the small version of that. They do a big festival with a big giant like flowers and stuff like that. Pretty section here showing off the Netherlands. And then an oil rig. And a cool shot of the Atomium. We've made it to London Town, England, complete with what I imagine might be the newest thing here at Model Mini Europe, Brexit. Now I have Irish-American descent, and I like this exhibit because there's a dog that runs around. Mini Europe is home to some full-size fish here in the little aquatic area. I thought this was a cruise ship. It turns out it's a ferry. The biggest structure in all of Mini Europe is the Eiffel Tower here, which is actually the city we're off to next on this adventure after a stop in Disneyland Paris. In Paris, there's a button you can move the funicular. Molly, you didn't tell me there was a funicular in Paris. Add it to our hit list.
Adding it now.
Yep, it's up there with the wrestling themed bar, Eiffel Tower, catacombs, Smurf exhibit.
Culture.
This one's pretty cool. It's like a medieval times jousting kind of thing. Oh, and right next to it is an arrow shooting contest. Mini Spain is pretty impressive. Some fun stuff over here. There's like dolphins and sharks and a diver that's popping out of the lake here. It's pretty cool. And then there's a volcano. Well, that's really nice of Mini Europe. They included the Italy pavilion from MacLeod Center. So we're here in Berlin, and a really cool interactive. It knocks down the Berlin Wall. Molly, I don't know what's going on here. I feel like we're in Nick Arcade. So we were in the Uber getting dropped off at our restaurant, a different restaurant, and we saw this and we're like, that looks awesome, let's go in here. All right guys, so here's what our food looked like. We got the MTM, which looks like a triple-decker cheeseburger with a piece of fried chicken underneath it. And then this panini-looking thing is labeled a taco, and it's like chicken strips and other fun stuff inside. So the burger was great. Like the sauce and the chicken thing was a star. And then here's a look at the quote-unquote taco, which looks like chicken tenders, cheese, and sauce in a panini burrito thing. Time to grab something to drink over here at Motor Lambic, which came highly recommended by some listeners. All right, guys, so it's a pretty cool place. Tons and tons and tons of beer on tap. Wandering by about 8 hours later, and he's no longer spray painted. So the one weird bar I really wanted to go to on my trip to Brussels was right here at Le Surcel, which is all like themed towards death and looks really pretty weird. So a little look inside the La Curacao Death Bar. We got cocktails in the skull mugs that are served on fire.
Thank you.
About 10 euros each. I think it's like a shot and a beer. But the place is so cool in here. Very different, very well themed. I love the like the coffee tables kind of things are made out of coffins, and that is just awesome. Cool bar if you're into something different while you're here in Brussels. Stopped at another bar here. I'm drinking a nice Belgian triple, 50 milliliters, or 50, whatever it is. Molly, wonderfully named beer. Between the two of them, it's only 7.50 euros. And then my favorite part about this bar is that it exists in an old marionette puppet theater. Like they have a new one that's upstairs and like those shows, but now the old one is a bar, and it's really cool. Greetings from a cool bar section of town, the Delirium Village, where Delirium, the brewing company, has like a whole bunch of different establishments, from like a tequila area to a cafe to a tap house to I think there's a rum bar. We're gonna go to the cafe because that is the most famous one because they have 2004 different beers. My friends, they were not kidding. Here is the menu. The beer's like it's like a Sears catalog. Crazy. Now I do recommend you come back to the Grand Place at night because it's awesome. I mean, it's really like you. It feels like I'm in like the Venetian in Vegas, and I know that's not the same like architecture style, but like that's what it feels like. There's also like hundreds of people here, just sitting down, street drinking, which I'm not sure is legal or not, but you'll probably be fine if you want to do it. So just outside the Grand Place on a street-side cafe, we're drinking some comedy-shaped beers. Molly has the like the yard style glass, and I have the Viking horn style glass. Good times. It has a really nice temperature outside, so it's works well. Wandering around the city a little bit, got another nice square. Like lots of restaurants over here. Grabbing a quick lunch here at Hector Chicken. I went real simple. Just chicken nuggets. I haven't had any chicken nuggets on this trip. Those are big, lots of fries. Everything was made fresh. And Molly, you got a voulez vent, which looks like a biscuits and gravy kind of thing. I think. Like we're not really sure. How is it?
The sauce, the gravy is good.
Another neat square area here. This one with a giant fountain. I'm guessing it normally does stuff, but not today. So this probably will apply to your trip to Brussels, but during the weekend we're here, there's a giant beer festival. And it's like all very craft beers from all over the world. Like I think it's in like 10 different countries and 350 different beers. So this, I think it's the Beer XL Festival. You can see right there on my cup. And it's pretty cool. Obviously, I love beer festivals and trying different beers, and it's cool. Like I drink a ton of beer, and I've never heard of any of these breweries. I mean, most of them are in Europe, so that kind of makes sense, but they're also very small. We're now coming at you from the Royal Palace of Brussels. I guess we showed up too late to go inside, but it's still, it's really pretty. I love the gates. Like, those are really, really detailed. More of a Molly stop than a me stop. So we could not come to Brussels, Belgium without getting a legitimate Belgian waffle. And we stopped here at Betonger Free. Get some chocolate waffles. They look amazing. So big thing in Brussels is like wall art. And here's some of the stuff we find while walking around the city. For Brussels, Belgium. Just want to show you where we stayed. The Easy Hotel here in Brussels, and it's a small room, but very modern, very clean. Interesting design on the bathroom, like this bathroom door doubles as the shower door. So that's kind of neat. In the room, nothing too big. You do only have one bed, but it's a big, comfy bed. Cool picture of Grand Place, and then our lovely view of the 7th floor of that gentleman and that building. There were people in their underpants yesterday. That was a bit strange, but that'll do it for Brussels. Molly, what did you think of Brussels here?
It actually really surprised me. I am shocked of how many bars there are, nightlife. I love the different shops and the entryways to different shops. It is lacking on attractions.
Yeah.
To make more than one full day of things. But the nightlife in the bars, very unique.
Yeah, I think that was definitely the highlight for me taking home. Is that we were also here on a Friday and Saturday, so it's probably a little bit more lively than normal. But lots of bars, from drinking it like soccer hooligan bars, drinking $1 beers, to drinking an old puppet theater, the Death Bar, all sorts of stuff. Very, very cool. I also love the comic strip artwork all over the city. Mm-hmm. We went to we were at one of the bars, and we just Google mapped and see where a whole bunch of them won, and then probably spent about an hour or so wandering around town trying to find those. And that was cool. It's very unique as well.
I love the Atomium too.
Atomium was cool. The Atomium was definitely kind of retro kitschy, but also very neat. All right, that'll do it for our time in Brussels. We have to get on a train to Disneyland Paris in about 40 minutes or so we need to get moving. Thanks for watching. See you next time.